Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. Hey, before we begin our video on Aieta, I wanted to remind you that if you're thinking of purchasing a property in Italy, you really need to take our course. It's everything we could think of that you would need to know. So, okay, on that note, welcome to Aieta. Flying high on top of a mountain in the Pollino National Park in our Riviera de Cedri is the jewel-like hill town of Aieta. Aieta is one of many beautiful hill towns in Calabria, and like many Calabrian hill towns, it clings by its toes to the ridge above the Tyrrhenian Sea, with its ancient houses looking from a distance like a cluster of mushrooms along a fallen tree. Aieta is a jewel, but it hides its secrets a bit. You do have to look for it. When you find it, you open up a treasure chest of gorgeous views, architecture, and history. As you have seen in our recent video featuring the town of Orso Marso, you can see the link in the details below, the Pollino Park is home to some of the most dramatic and spectacularly varied landscape in the world. The towns and villages in the Pollino Park are afforded views at every turn, the beauty of which just take your breath away. Aieta, being a bit higher up and a bit farther from the sea, offers properties for less than you might find in Scalea or Praia Mare, for example. You can find properties with spectacular sea views from Aieta, but don't overlook the spectacular views of the Pollino National Park behind and beside the village, or the beautifully tucked away houses in the heart of the historic center. Looking at the property websites, I don't see a lot of properties offered for sale in Aieta. However, many of the properties available in Calabria are not on any of these sites, and you have to know someone to gain access to them. Happily we do, and in April, Pete and I will be able to go over and scout these properties for you. Imagine every day in your travels on the way to the market or on your way to pick up your morning coffee, passing by the Palazzo Martirano Spinelli, which is a Renaissance castle that was built in the 1500s. The architecture of this place is absolutely gorgeous. And around every corner in Aieta, you find little jewels, little churches, magnificent front doors or arches, and then there's always the breathtaking scenery that is everywhere to be seen in Aieta. Out the back of the village, you have sweeping views of the Pollino National Park and the little farmlands below. Imagine meeting your friends in the piazza for an amiable grappa in the afternoon, or perhaps a cappuccino and cornetto before taking off to work in the morning. Aieta is a jewel, and the community is a lovely one. And honestly, a life there would be a beautiful life filled with traditional Italian customs and culture. Definitely come visit Aieta. Even if you don't purchase a property there, you will still fall in love with it, and a visit there is really an experience.